Popular former adult performer Emily Willis may spend the rest of her life unable to move or speak properly and requiring 24-hour care after a tragic incident that her family says could have been avoided. She used to live a life most people would envy, fame, fortune, and friends who loved her dearly, but now she'll probably be stuck in her mom's house, probably unaware of what's going on around her. She checked into Summit Malibu Rehab on January 27th with the goal of turning her life around after struggling with a ketamine addiction. She thought the rehab center could help her get her life back on track, but on February 4th, her life changed forever. Her family has filed a lawsuit against the facility, saying they didn't take care of Emily before her cardiac arrest. In this video, I've put together everything I know about the star's health as her family tries to get more money. She was an adult actress, but even though people are judging her, she's still a human being. So, without further ado, let me check it. Emily's family has enlisted lawyer James Morris to represent them in a lawsuit against Summit Malibu Rehab Center. They say that Emily was clean of ketamine when she got there and during her stay. Mr. Morris said Emily is now permanently disabled as a result of an anoxic brain injury after she was left without oxygen for too long following the medical crash. Emily showed up at Summit Malibu on January 27, 2024, but on February 4th, a nurse practitioner found her unconscious. It's not clear how long she'd been there before anyone found her, but the nurse called 911, started CPR, and got other people to help. Paramedics performed CPR on her for around 30 to 40 minutes before she started showing signs of a heartbeat, but by then, her lack of oxygen to the brain for such a long time had left Emily paralyzed. Mr. Morris confirmed that Emily is now being taken care of by her mom at home in Utah. He said she'd been transferred to her mom's place recently, and she's there with her. He said that might have changed in the last day or two. Her care and treatment are pretty fluid because she does need to go to the hospital from time to time for more care than she can get at home. When asked if Emily can communicate in any way, he said that he believes that if you were asking her mom would say yes. She can communicate with her and understand her, albeit not in a verbal sense. Emily's lawyer gave an update on her health, saying she can now move her body a bit and make noise. Mr. Morris said she sometimes makes noises and moves her body, and her eyes do move. It's hard for us to know if she understands what's going on. They're keeping a physiatrist on as an expert witness for the case. He'll be going to Utah to examine her and hopefully be able to give them more info about his expert opinion on how much she understands what's going on around her. Mr. Morris also said that doctors are trying to figure out what's going on with her, and it looks like she might have locked-in syndrome. Locked-in syndrome is a rare neurological disorder that causes paralysis of almost all your voluntary muscles, except for the ones that control your eyes. When asked if Emily had been diagnosed with locked-in syndrome, James Morris said that she hasn't yet, but he should mention that they haven't received her medical records. He said they've been ordered, and as soon as we get them, they will be able to see what the neurologist at the hospital had to say about her condition and whether she has locked-in syndrome. They're looking into it and getting more info. It's definitely a possibility. Emily has been paralyzed for over a year now, and she's kept losing weight. She was about 100 pounds when she went into the facility, so losing more weight would make her really weak. Mr. Morris said that she's not in good physical shape. She's lost a lot of weight and can't move much at all. Her physical condition isn't good, and her mental state is unknown, but she's still here. He thinks that says something about her resilience and her desire to live. With all the progress in medicine and science these days, there's a good chance Emily will get back to a place where her life has meaning. Emily's family is super grateful to everyone who's donated to the GoFundMe page. They've raked in over $100,000 so far, which is amazing. But since Emily's care is so expensive, they still need more help paying for it. Mr. Morris said it's too bad, but the cost of the treatment she needs is pretty steep, so it's really touching that her loved ones have reached out and shown so much kindness. Well, that's all the news we have about Emily's condition up until the moment I uploaded this video to the link to the GoFundMe page to help Emily's recovery will be in the description or in the comments. Thank you for watching the video. See you later.